Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Ready Steady Study, which is created for your better future. So in today's session, we are gonna cover math subject, and in that we are gonna do integers session number 2. Okay, so this is gonna be integer session number 2, and we are gonna move forward from the last session. Okay guys, so if you already haven't watched my last video on integers, which is session number 1, please do watch that very quickly and come back to this session. Okay, so you will have a clue of what is being done in this session. So watch that video and come back to this. Okay guys, let's start. So guys, in today's class we are gonna learn properties of integers. So in 6th grade we have already learned properties of whole numbers, but in today's class we will learn properties of integers guys. Okay, so it's very easy, and if you pay attention to me you will really understand this video. Okay, yes. Now let's start with closure property of addition and subtraction. Okay, so we are gonna start with the closure property. I'm pretty sure you've already learned what's closure property in 6th grade, but again let's learn it for integers. Okay guys, yes. So guys, this is closure property of addition. Okay, so what is closure property? So closure property states that if you add or subtract any integer, the answer should also be an integer. So that's what closure property states. Okay, so let's see the examples over here. Okay, so we can see here that 17, which is an integer, and 23, which is an integer, when they are added together we also get an integer, which is 40. So both of them are integers. Okay, so therefore the result is an integer also. Minus 75 plus 18 is equal to minus 57. So therefore the result is also an integer. Yes. Okay. And in the third example, 27 plus minus 27 is equal to 0. So 27 and minus 27 are also integers, and 0 is also an integer. So therefore the result is also an integer. Now here in the cloud you can see, for any two integers a and b, a plus b is an integer. Okay, so it states that a and b, any integers when they're added together, is also an integer. So closure property holds true for addition. Okay, yes, let's proceed further for closure property of subtraction. Okay, so now we proceed to closure property of subtraction. So you know what closure property states, that whenever an integer is subtracted or added, the result should also be an integer. Okay, so that is the closure property definition, and let's see whether it's true for subtraction. So 7 minus 9, which is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 is also an integer, therefore the result is an integer. Now looking forward, the next example is minus 21 minus minus 10 is equal to minus 11, which is therefore the result is an integer. So the result is also an integer. And in the next example, minus 18 minus minus 18 is equal to 0, and therefore the result is also an integer. Okay, so from this we can infer that for any two integers a, b, a minus b is also an integer. So for any two integers, a minus b is also an integer. So what it means is that closure property holds true for subtraction. Okay, so whenever an integer a and b is subtracted, we also get an integer. That is what closure property states guys. Let's finish. So guys, we finished the closure property of addition and subtraction. Now let's see the commutative property of addition and subtraction. So I am also sure that you have learned commutative property of whole numbers. The thing is, now we'll just learn it for integers. Okay, yeah, so we are going to learn commutative property of addition and subtraction for integers. Let's proceed guys. So guys, let's take a look at commutative property of addition. Okay, so commutative property states that whenever two numbers are rearranged, the answer will remain the same. So suppose there is a plus b. So when you do a plus b, the answer will be c. And if you rearrange it, so b plus a, the answer should also be c. So that is what commutative property states, guys. So let's take a look at commutative property of addition in integers. Okay, so the examples are 5 plus minus 6 is equal to minus 1, minus 6 plus 5 is equal to minus 1. So the answers for both of them when they are rearranged is equal. Therefore, both are equal. Okay, now the next example, minus 8 plus minus 9 is equal to minus 17, and when they are rearranged, minus 9 plus minus 8 is equal to minus 17. So when they are rearranged also, you will get the answer as same, minus 17. So therefore both are equal. Okay, so these are the two examples for commutative property of addition. So from this we can infer that for any integers a, b, a plus b is equal to b plus a. Therefore commutative property holds true for addition. So this also means that commutative property holds true for addition, and whenever they are rearranged, the answer will be the same. Okay, so that holds true for addition, guys. So now let's take a look at commutative property of subtraction. Okay, so commutative property states the same, that whenever the integers are rearranged and arranged in the proper way, the answer should be the same. So let's see whether it's true for subtraction or not. Okay, let's see whether it's true or not. Okay, so this example, let's see, 5 minus minus 3 is equal to 8. When they're rearranged, minus 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 8. So therefore the both of the answers are not equal because one is positive and the next one is negative. Therefore both are not equal. Okay, so from this we can conclude that subtraction is not commutative for integers. Okay, so from this we can infer that commutative property of subtraction does not hold true for integers. Okay, it does not hold true, and it is not true, and subtraction is not commutative for integers. Okay, now let's proceed further, guys. So we finished commutative property and closure property. Now let's see associative property. So now we're going to see associative property of addition and subtraction. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you've also learned what's associative property in 6th grade. But again, I'm going to recap it, and we're going to learn about associative property of addition and subtraction for integers. Okay, let's proceed further, guys. So now let's see associative property of addition. So what is associative property? So associative property states that whenever there is 3 integers or 3 numbers, whenever the 2 of the numbers are grouped, the answer should be same as the answer when the other 2 integers are grouped. Okay, so you can see here also, but let me give you an example. Okay, so a plus b plus c, so these are the 3 integers. So now when we bracket b plus c, the answer we get should be equal to d. Okay, so when I bracket a plus b in the next time, so a plus b plus c, the next time I'm going to bracket a plus b, the answer should also be d. That is what associative property states. Okay, guys, so just let's take a quick recap and examples of associative property. So we see the example minus 5 plus bracket minus 3 plus minus 2, which will be equal to minus 5 plus minus 5, which is minus 10. Okay, so these minus 3 and minus 2 is bracketed in the first example. In the second example, minus 5 and minus 3 is bracketed, and the answer is also minus 10. Okay, so we tell that both are equal, therefore both are equal. So we infer from this example that for any 3 integers a, b and c, a plus b bracket plus c is equal to a plus bracket b plus c. So associative property holds true for addition of integers, guys. Okay, it is true for addition of integers. Okay guys, let's proceed further. So now let's see associative property of subtraction. So let's see the examples. The associative property definition is also same for subtraction. So let's see the definition. -3 minus bracket 1 minus minus 7 bracket is equal to -3 minus 8, which is equal to -11. So in the next part, we see -3 and -1 are bracketed. Okay. So if -3 and -1 are bracketed, there will be minus 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 7, and the answer will be -4 plus 7, which is equal to 3. So the answer is not equal. Okay, so when 1 minus minus 7 is bracketed and when -3 minus 1 is bracketed, the answer is not equal. Okay, so therefore both are not equal. Okay, so from this we can infer that associative property does not hold true for subtraction of integers. Okay, so associative property is not applicable for subtraction of integers. Okay, you all got it? Okay guys. So guys, if you have any doubt at all on what I'm teaching or any doubts regarding to 7th grade syllabus, CBSE syllabus, you can always write it to me in the comment section below and I will get you ASAP. Okay, so you can always ask me doubts from 7th grade syllabus. Okay, CBSE syllabus. Okay, feel free to ask all your doubts. I'm here to clear it, guys. Okay guys, let's proceed further. Okay guys, so now let's learn something called as additive identity. Okay, so let's read here. When we add a 0 to any whole number or any integers, we get the same whole number. Therefore, 0 is the additive identity for whole numbers. Now I'm pretty sure you've learned what is additive identity in 6th grade, but let's learn more about it in 7th. Okay, so additive identity states that whenever you add a 0 to any whole number or an integer, you should get the same whole number or the integer. So that is what additive identity means. So therefore 0 is the additive identity for whole numbers. Let's see, 8 plus 0 is equal to 8 and -8 plus 0 is also equal to -8. So the answer we get is the same integer, right? So from this we can conclude that both of the answers will be the same. Like when you add a 0 to any whole number or an integer, you get the same number itself. So that is what additive identity is. So therefore 0 is the additive identity for the whole numbers and integers. Okay, clear? Okay, let's proceed further now. We have finished all the topics, main topics till now, and now let's proceed further, guys. So guys, we finished the main properties for addition and subtraction of integers. Now let's see more problems on the same. Okay, so we are going to do exercise 1.2 from NCERT textbook and let's see the questions now. Okay, so the first question is, write down a pair of integers whose sum is -7, difference is -10 and sum is 0. Okay, so they're asking us to write a pair of integers whose sum is -7, difference is -10 and sum is 0. So just let's go through all the questions very fast and then let's go to the answers. Okay, so the second one, write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. So we should write a negative integer whose difference gives 8, and second one, write a negative integers and a positive integers whose sum is -5. Okay, so they're asking us to write a negative and a positive integer whose sum is -5. And C, write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is -3. Now they're asking us to write a negative integer and a positive integers whose difference is -3. Okay, so these are 1 and 2. Now the third one. In a quiz, team A scored -40, 10, 0 and team B scored 10, 0 and -40. In 3 successive rounds, which team scored more? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? So which team scored more, guys? So you can see that this is commutative property, right? They're asking, can we say that we can add any integers in any order? So that is commutative property. If we do all that, let's see the answer afterwards, okay? Let's not spoil the answer part, okay? Yeah. Now the fourth question is, fill in the blanks to make the following statements true. So first one is -5 plus -8 is equal to -8 plus dash. Second one, -53 plus dash is equal to -53. Third one, 17 plus dash is equal to 0. Fourth one, 13 plus -2 plus dash is equal to 13 plus -12 plus -7. Okay. Now, the fourth one, -4 plus 15 plus -3 is equal to -4 plus 15 plus dash. So these are all the questions of exercise 1.2 from your NCERT textbook, and let's go and see the answers, guys. So yeah, I know all of you are excited for a cheat sheet. Yeah, so let's go see the answers to all of this. So for the first one, which is write a pair of integers whose sum is -7, we can write -4 plus -3, which is equal to -7. And for the second one, write a pair of integers whose difference is -10. -20 minus -10 is equal to -10. Okay, so this is the answer. And the third one, write a pair of integers whose sum is 0. We can write 10 plus -10, which is equal to 0. Okay. So for the second question A, they have asked to write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. Okay, so the answer can be -4 minus -12, which is equal to 8. Okay, so the B1, write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is -5. So we can write -10 plus 5, which is equal to -5. And for the C1, I have written -10 minus -7, which is equal to -3. So for the C1, they've asked us to write a negative and a positive integers whose difference is -3. So I've written -10 minus -3 is equal to -7 is equal to -3. Okay. So guys, remember this point very, very carefully. Okay. So, I have written all of these according to my examples. Okay. You can write any other examples where the answer will become the same. Okay. Where the answer will become the same. Okay. So there's no hard and fast rules that you should write the same examples. You can write any examples which will follow this, the same principles. Okay. So you can write any examples which will follow the same principles. Okay. Now, the third one, they had asked about a quiz, right? So let's see the answer for that. So they had asked whether we can add integers in any order and which team scored more. So you can see -40, 10 and 0 are both there, and you can apply commutative property of integers. So we can get that both are same. So which team scored more? No team scored more, because both the integers, when you add up, that answer will be same. So the answer is both the teams are at the same level. Okay. Did you get the third one? Yeah, same. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubts at all, please leave it in the comment section below. Okay. Now the fourth one, -5 plus -8 is equal to -8 plus -5. This applies commutative property. Okay. These types of question will come in exams, so please be very careful. So this statement applies commutative property. Okay, now let's see the second one. -53 plus 0 is equal to -53. So now this statement applies additive identity. Okay, they had asked which number will give -53 again. So that is additive identity. Okay, now the third one, 17 plus dash is equal to 0. 17 plus -17 is equal to 0. Okay, that is another property. You have learned the additive inverse, so that is it. Okay, so the additive inverse, you've already learned it in 6th grade, but we will teach you in 7th grade, but in the upcoming classes, not right now. Okay, so the fourth one, 13 plus -12 plus -7 is equal to 13 plus -12 plus -7. So this statement applies associative property. Okay, so this applies associative property. So you should be very careful while writing all of these statements. Okay, now the fifth one also applies associative property. Okay, so you can see -4 plus 15 plus -3 is equal to -4 plus 15 plus -3. So it also applies associative property. So these types of question will be there in your exam. So be very careful and learn this exercise thoroughly, okay? It is very important for your exams, okay? Yes. So guys, that is it for today, and we have learned the properties of the addition and subtraction of integers. So that's it, and thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you learned something from this video, and you'll be able to excel in your studies also, okay? So thank you all for watching, guys. So guys, thank you all, and subscribe to Ready Steady Study for more and for your better future, okay? So you can subscribe to Ready Steady Study, which is a really excellent channel, okay? And then you'll be able to excel in your academic studies. And also there are going to be many other contents coming up in this channel which will really help you in all ways. So subscribe to Ready Steady Study for more and for your better future, guys. So guys, if you really like this video and you learned something from this video and you really appreciate this video, please like, share and subscribe to this video and channel, okay? So like and share this video, okay? So you can share it to all of the people who you think it will be really helpful for them, okay? Yeah? Okay. So thank you all, and keep inspiring us from showing your love and support. And thank you all for watching this, and subscribe to Ready Steady Study, guys, for more and for your better future. Bye guys, I'll see you in the next session. So I'm going to see you in the session number 3 of integers. Bye bye.